You don't gotta believe, cause hate is what I'm rolling on. Come on. I love the life I live. Being scared won't hold me back. I gotta fight my fears. My creative juices flowing, can't be like my peers. Cause the bullshit.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is DJ Garcia, Raymond Garcia, and we are going to review Purple Rain in tribute of Prince. I just want to let you guys know I've really never been a fan of Prince. That doesn't mean I hate him. I just, you know, because I'm 17, today's my birthday, I just never grew up on his music. I grew up knowing him. I knew him before his death because I've seen this movie before. My mom showed it to me, and I've seen this movie as a kid a long time ago. I just never listened to any of his music. I knew maybe 2 songs of his, Purple Rain, of course, that's the obvious one, and Let's Go Crazy. But I saw that all the movie theaters were playing this movie. There was a theater at the mall here, and that was gonna play Purple Rain, and I was like, Dad, let's go watch this, because I know it. You know, like I said, I watched it a very long time ago. Of course, I don't remember it, and I was like, let's go watch it, and this will be my review on it. So, let's get started. First off, I had nothing to wear. Everyone was wearing purple. Literally, everyone in the theater, besides us. Now, see, I don't have that color, so I decided to wear my Joker outfit. And the reason I wore that outfit to pay tribute to Prince was because of the Batman '89 film. Prince did a song for Batman '89, and there's a scene in the movie where the Joker is listening to his song messing up an art museum. It's just an unnecessary scene, but just, you know, the Prince song was there playing. So yeah, that's why I wore that outfit. But let's get into the movie review. Another thing that was awesome is the people I was with. The people in there were so awesome. And what I'm about to tell you may sound annoying, but it's not. Everyone was cheering, clapping, and singing. Not throughout the whole time, but you know, the main songs that, you know, that would play in the movie. The energy was so amazing. It's one of the best times I've had in a theater. It may not be the best movie, but it's one of the funnest times I've had. I had a lot of fun. You know, we had Prince, or he's called the Kid in the movie. When the Kid would play a song, everyone was kind of maybe singing along. They would clap when the song was over. It was just, it sounds annoying, but it was actually very fun. So what the first positive comes from right there, the music in this movie is awesome. Like I said, I never really grew up on him, so I don't know any songs or anything. So listening to this older music from like the 80s, I actually liked it. It was pretty cool. I liked just about every song that was in here, even the songs that, you know, he didn't perform. Like there's other musicians in this, you know, movie. There's the band The Time, and it's kind of like his enemy in the movie. And then there's a female group later on, and they would perform songs too, not just Prince's band, The Revolution. It was just other bands, and their songs were cool too. I was like, this is awesome. Like, I was listening to it, and I was kind of enjoying it. I don't know why, but it's great. That's a positive in the film. All the music was amazing, and he did play Let's Go Crazy. I believe that was the first song. And then of course Purple Rain plays at the end. That's one of the last songs that he plays. That's the title of the film. It's awesome. Everyone was quiet. This is one of the times where no one was clapping or even singing, I don't think, or, you know, cheering. The whole song, when he played Purple Rain, that was one of the coolest things, because it's an emotional song, and especially the way they do it in the movie, because his father is kind of in the hospital at this point, and so he dedicates the song to his father. Everyone was listening to it. I was engaged in it. It was an amazing song. I think it's the first time I've ever listened to that song, you know, fully. Like, you know, I've never listened to that song the entire thing before, so I think that was the first time, and so I was really enjoying it, and yes, I loved it. It's one of the coolest things in the movie. It probably is the coolest thing in the movie. The enemy, the band, The Time, the guy's name is Morris. He's trying to get rid of the Kid. He doesn't like the Kid. He doesn't want him to be playing at the place where they perform. He wants to get him kicked out, and so he's the one who makes that female group. And so the female group he's trying to get the female group to replace the Kid in the Revolution to get them out of the club. That's the antagonist in the film. It's pretty cool. That's actually a positive right there. Another positive, the characters are awesome. Listen, the Kid is cool. He's funny. The way he like just has his motorcycle, and it's just, you can tell this guy is cool right there. Like, the characters are just awesome. His girlfriend, I'm saying that because I forget her name. I forgot her character name already, but she was cool too. His enemy was even cool. Guys, the guy Morris, he's funny. Like, he's hilarious. He's not really that villain kind of guy. He's also funny. He's just hilarious, guys. He's like, he has some of the best scenes. It's just funny. So those are mostly the positives. Now I'm going to talk about the negatives of the film, because there are some that I noticed, you know, like in the film. I can tell from the beginning of the film, the acting is just weird, alright? I guess it's decent, you can say, but it's not, it's different, it's weird. Some of the things that people would say, That's actually another negative, the dialogue. Like I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk about both negatives right now. Some things are like, okay, why did you say that? When people would say things, it's just, they're not good lines, in general for anyone to say. But then there's the acting, and where they kind of make it worse. They act it, but there's like no emotion in the words that they said. I can tell by a couple of characters. I remember in the theater thinking, okay, that was a weird delivery of that line. The only person I will make an exception of is Morris, that antagonist guy. He's like the only one I can really think of who's pretty good in the film. Oh, the kid's parents. His dad is like an abusive kind of guy. He's not too abusive. He's not like extreme, but he is just a little bit. There's a scene where he's playing the piano and he actually talks to his son, and I was like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. He's not really that abusive guy. He's kind of just a, he's a human too. And there was that scene, I kind of felt for him. It was pretty cool. And his acting was pretty good. Prince's acting wasn't all that bad. There are a couple of scenes where he kind of cries, where he's like, you can see it in his face, and it's like, that was a little emotional. Like, you showed emotion. That was a good scene where he, like, an emotional scene. It was good. But the acting, most of the part, was not good, and the dialogue was not all that good. Another negative is the composed score. This isn't the music that Prince performs or any of the bands perform. I'm talking about the actual music you hear in the background. It felt repetitive. I kept hearing the same melody. It's not even good. So I'm like, okay, that's one of the negative. Music is very important. Even though you have music, the actual songs, the actual music made for that film, that music right there, that's what I didn't like. The last negative I have for the film is the relationship. In the beginning of the film, they kind of, they interact, and then it seems like they're already in a relationship. There's no chemistry at all. Like, I don't see any chemistry. There's only one part where I would buy into the relationship. She ends up buying him a guitar, and I think that was really cool. Like, I was like, oh, that's pretty nice. And like, I felt that was pretty cool. But everything else, it seemed rushed. Like, they didn't have, like, they're just in a relationship in the beginning of the film. I was like, okay, kind of weird. That's not the only thing. Like, later on, they have problems in their relationship. He starts to kind of become like his dad, just a little bit. So there's relationship problems that he has. And then they would eventually get back together. But the thing is, there was like no talk. There was no talk in between those fights that he had with his girlfriend. It just was like no apology. They're just back together. I was like, kind of weird. They went off and on, but there's just no talking between them, like, to get back together. The relationship felt kind of rushed. It was kind of weird, off and on. Overall, that is all the pros I have. That is all the cons I have. Overall, I liked the movie. I think there's more pros than the cons, I believe. And it was just a good movie. It was so much fun. Maybe because of the people I was with, like I said. It's one of the best experiences I've had in the theater because of the people clapping, cheering. It was just so much fun. So, this was my second movie review. I hope you guys liked it. Please like the video. It really helps me out. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Purple Rain if you've seen it. And if you want to see more on my channel, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.